Hi there, Tanika with Tanika Vital Speaks. I have shared some content recently about personal branding and leadership, and I'm actually a brand strategist and a leadership expert and a keynote speaker and a couple of other things. And I felt that I should come on, here live really to share a little bit about a post that I made. I actually made the post on LinkedIn, and it is about your well being and how important it is to be a leader who has very high well-being. So I'm what you call a Gallup certified coach with Gallup, the organization that does a lot of research and written a lot of books. This is one of them, Well-Being at Work. Another one that I use with my coaching clients, strengths-based leadership. So Gallup has an annual report every year, and this report had some very alarming findings about leaders. And Gallup is defining leaders as people who lead managers. And the managers are those who manage other individual contributors. So basically, the folks who are at the top of the leadership chain are in trouble. And what I'm here to share with you is that if you're a leader, I want you to know that you cannot lead on empty. There's a lot of data that shows that leaders, like many of you, carry emotional burdens. And your leadership brand depends on your well being because guess what? You can't lead if you're not well. And it will impact your team and others who are around you. So if you think well being is a soft thing, I want you to think again. Focusing on your well being is a strategic thing. The Gallup report showed that many leaders experience more loneliness than their individual contributors. That's sad, but it's true because, again, the leaders are bearing the emotional burdens. Also, many leaders experience more stress than when compared to their individual contributors as well. Many leaders experience more sadness than their individual contributors. And many leaders actually experience more anger. So the emotional burden is quite heavy. So what helps leaders is that when they are more engaged, they report negative emotions at a lower rate than individual contributors. At least 14 points likely to be thriving. They're said to be 14 points likely to be thriving in their lives. So what is the solution? Engagement, being more engaged with people, with your team, and also being more well can actually reduce the burden of leading. So I want you to keep in mind that well-being isn't soft. It's actually the strategic foundation of every high performance leader. I actually have a keynote called Well-Being Isn't Soft, It's Strategic. I'm a Gallup certified global strengths coach. So I've been trained to help people understand their well-being, looking at 5 different elements of well-being as shared with Gallup, with career well-being being the main type of well-being. And then we look at your financial well-being and your community or your spiritual well-being and your social well-being. And so these things are important. But I just came here to say that I'm concerned about our leaders, and this is a global report that encompassed 140 countries. So this isn't a US based thing. So it encompassed many leaders around the world. But the solution is to get more engaged. I want everyone to have a strong personal brand, a strong leadership brand, a brand that has strong attributes, that has meaning. And when you leave the room, your impact is positive and it is felt. And it's a brand that builds legacy for generations to come. So focus on your well being and realize that well being is a very important aspect of having a strong leadership brand. Thank you.